and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. Happy 22nd of June, everybody. I can't believe we're on the 22nd. Anyway, enough of that. Today's section is section 14. So we're actually doing another section with colour. So let me peel. Oh, is it cut? Is it cut? Ish. There's a little bit there where it's just a little bit longer than the symbol, but there we go. We'll call that A-okay. So yeah, it's picked section 14. So let's zoom in. I do have to apologise, by the way, for the state of my nails and the state that they are getting in as this June waffle goes on and on. I really do need to redo them. And quite often when I do my filming for the week and do it over a weekend, it sort of prompts me to do them on a Friday night, but because I've been doing them every day, I don't think I've done them as often as I normally would. I've just not been paying attention. I've just been getting on with it. So keep looking at my pretty pen instead of my nails that are chipped. This is a pen that I actually got from Lathe Works. They're based in the States. They're on Etsy and they have a Facebook group. These are handmade drilled pens. I think I might actually have an everlasting tip in this as well. And they're straightener. Lathe Works, I think, was the first company that I found back when sort of the resin pens could only be got when they were handmade. So yeah, I have one of theirs. You get to pick a blank. Absolutely love. I've actually got quite a few of theirs. And the past few days I've just kept grabbing different pens that we sell in the shop to use. And I was like, I need to use my other pretty pens. I think because my bookcase holding my pen storage things are now in the front room with all my other diamond painting goodies. They're just not something I grab as quick as I used to. I just get with the same pen and forget to change it. So I really need to do better at that because I have so many amazing pens to use. I should try and change them up at the minute because I have been doing multiple large canvases. I have been keeping a tray and a pen with each canvas. Well, one of them at the moment is using the same one, but another one's got its own in its case. So maybe what I should do is go and give each of them their own tray and their own pen and then mix it up each time I get a new painting out. And then it can either have a multi-placer or a straightener or whatever, depending on the design. Because I'm finding I'm using the multi-placer more on my carrot art painting than I actually am. I don't use it on the mystery, so there's no point in having a pen with a multi-placer for my mystery painting. And my Dreamers Designs at the moment is Confetti Central, so I've not been using it with that either. So yeah, I should probably a bit more consciously pick a pen and a tray to go with each painting and keep it in the storage case with each painting, because that's my habit. Even though I have a little cart next to me with all sorts of bits in it, my habit is to put the pen and tray on the top of my storage container, like my 60 bottle case, and shut the lid with the tray and the pen in it. So I should just make that an actual permanent feature and just do it and change them each time. Comments, questions, etc. So Nancy, she says, hi Rebecca, she says, my tasks were the fun things when you can go shopping, she said, and buy the things she wants and not the things she needs. Awesome. That is the best kind of shopping trip, that is for sure. She says she enjoys these shopping trips. Yes, invite me on the next one. I love those types of shopping trips when you are literally going for a want browse rather than a need. You know, the daily mundane stuff that we pick up for the house. Amy, she says she's not sure if I am using the cooling blanket that I got last year. Oh, yes, we are. Believe me, they come out every single summer. So I did sort of an unboxing for a company for a cooling blanket that they sell on Amazon. It was either last year or the year before. If it was last year, it was actually at the beginning of the year, or, you know, before the summer hit. And yes, I've actually unboxed two from them. One is lighter than the other. They're both fairly big sizes, but they're not quite big enough to share. We have a king size quilt on a double bed, and the ones I have definitely aren't sort of king size. But me and hubby have one each, and when it is just too hot, the cooling blanket is awesome because it's got a nice cool side and it makes you feel as though you've still got something over you, but it's not too heavy and not too bulky and not too warm for this weather. So yes, I have definitely been using the cooling blankets. They have been out. So there is somebody with a username, Diamonds. Oh, hang on. So they said just a couple of side notes. The abbreviation stands for Diamonds and Dew. So the username is DMDS and then Dew, aka Lee K, and then HY1MX. So they have put a message saying, just a couple of side notes, the abbreviation stands for Diamonds and Dew, is Mountain Dew, which is a soda here in the States. And the second note is, and they said just to be funny, I'm actually male, not female. And they've laughed. I am so sorry. There is so many times, believe me, that running round in my head is, how can I say this without using a pronoun in case I'm getting the wrong pronoun? And obviously, I'm not doing very well. So I do apologise. I'm going to go for Lee and try and remember Lee going forward as being your name. But I truly apologise to you, Lee. Welcome to the Waffles if you are still here. Hopefully you are, with the just being funny and the laughs in brackets on your comment. But yeah, I do apologise. Sometimes these usernames, yeah, they completely get me. But welcome. I hope you are enjoying June Waffle and getting your diamond painting time in, or your me time, whatever that may look like. I hope you're getting that in as well. Oh, I think I might try and empty this one. I'm probably going to regret it, but I've got quite a bit of white still to do. Just getting the last bit of the diamonds out. Sometimes there's just a little bit of static to getting out of the pots, but once they're on the tray, I've not found a problem getting them on the canvas. So I've got back to one more left in here, and then I do still have some more pots with white in for the rest of the canvas, but at least I have nearly emptied out that whole pot. Oh, he's ended up with 4 thumbs up as well, so I'm guessing quite a few of you have read that already. Mysterious Days says, today was a struggle. She says not only is she watching, I'm saying she, are they watching their cat get the plastic cover off her paw, washi tape attaching it, But she has also missed me working all week and has not left me alone. Walking on my lap desk and causing me to spill drills all over my diamond painting. They said luckily it was on plastic and a single colour. We'll take those small wins. Take those small wins where we can get them. Because, yeah, sometimes you just have one of those days, and it sounds like it's that for you. They said the thing with heat is the type of heat that it is. The humid heat makes it feel up to 10 degrees Fahrenheit hotter than dry heat due to the humidity or lack thereof in the air. So it affects your body differently. Humid heat will get you quicker than dry heat. Air conditioning does help though, or even having air circulate in general. Said make sure to drink plenty of water and electrolytes to replace what you've lost. By the amount of glasses getting used in this house over the past couple of weeks, a water consumption is definitely up there. I think it gets to the point where not everybody quite realises who used the last glass and whose is whose and which room they left it in. But it just seems as though we end up with a complete rack full of glasses before you know it. But yeah, it's definitely the nasty kind of heat in the UK. It definitely feels a lot hotter than what it is. We are a little bit mardy when it comes to both extreme cold and extreme heat. But I think we do have a little bit of an excuse with the extreme heat. Our houses are made to keep heat in because of our extreme cold. And yeah, we don't have the right kind of heat either. I definitely cope a lot better in Australia with the high heat than I do here. Cat Lady, she says she loves the sunshine if she can sit out when it is 22 to 24 degrees. She can unwind and relax so easily. She said, but when it's over 24 degrees, she can't stay outside for long. Trying to do general housework has been very tiring this week, and not sleeping well hasn't helped. Yeah, it's the nights as well. If it cooled down at night, I think we'd all cope a lot better with the day. But as I say, our houses are made to sort of keep the heat. And even though we actually have 2 air conditioning units now. We got another one this year. So there's one upstairs, which goes to try and cool upstairs at night, and one downstairs. I mean, we try not to run it if a fan will do, because they're not necessarily cheap to run. And it can make a difference. It definitely can make a difference. It's as though as soon as it goes off at night, the heat just goes, oh, I'll take its place. Thanks very much. And warms you up again. Betty said, hi Rebecca, said they're a bit behind on watching videos as their husband has just retired. So he is home with me now in the evenings after she gets home from work. He needs to find a hobby. She said, so she's watching on her lunch hours while at work. Said they just love my videos and thank you and your beautiful family for all that you do. Well, thank you for finding that little time to squeeze me in while hubby finds a hobby to allow you to continue with yours. I mean, to be fair, my hubby's really good at letting me just diamond paint away. Even while we're watching TV and stuff, he knows I need to be active. He's currently away with work this week. Doesn't mean I've ended up with more time to diamond paint. Sometimes I've ended up with less. But it has meant I've listened to my books a little bit more this week to keep me company. Yvette, she says, hi Rebecca. She says, great waffle as always. As you were talking about the Diamond Art Studio painting outside the sweet shop with 197 colours at the moment, she said it is a pleasure to be working on, because Yvette has got it and is currently working on it. She said you wouldn't believe how many colours you need for one section. She said she is using my cover sheets, so 3 inches by 4 inches in size, and one of those is taking around 2 to 2.5 hours. Oh my goodness me, I'm definitely working on that one section at a time. That sounds like an awesome challenge, but that is a one section at a time painting, if not half a section. Maybe I'll start with half and see how I go. She says she's kept it kitted up in a DMC order, but she does take the colours that she needs for each section out. So she finds the colours she needs for that section and takes them all out at the time, she says, but it is well worth it. It does look absolutely amazing. I have seen your progress on it, and I'm rather excited to be able to get to work on that one, either once it's arrived or once my mystery's done. So if it arrives before my mystery is finished, I might wait until my mystery's finished, or I may not. If it's going to take 2.5 hours anyway, I'll have to see where I'm up to with my other large diamond paintings by that point. But yeah, I'm rather excited to be able to get such a different, with the amount of colours, such a different type of painting kitted up. Catherine says, hi Rebecca. She says she's been loving the June waffle, getting an old work in progress done. Another one on a spring clear out. She said it's her 39th birthday on the 20th of June. So happy birthday for the 20th. I am sorry I wasn't up to date with comments enough to catch it, but I do hope that you had an absolutely wonderful day. And got some diamond painting in there as well, hopefully. Caroline says, hi Rebecca. She says she started diamond painting in March 23 after being gifted an Evermoment 45 by 60 square custom. It was an image of her mum who passed away in 2017. She said she cross-stitched right to the very end. So after completing 6 30 by 40 rounds, she started the custom at the beginning of April and completed it on the 13th of June. She said, you've kept me company every day since she begun diamond painting, and she's glued to my YouTube channel. Well, hello and welcome, and I'm glad you've got somebody to keep you company. She said her stash grows weekly. Yeah, that doesn't really stop. It often grows weekly here too. She says, and she has bought a few of our trays and pens. She says she's addicted. It's very easy to get addicted, isn't it? I do find it's an extremely easy hobby to get addicted to. Even as I am currently diamond painting right now in front of you guys, I am still excited to diamond paint one of my big ones when I finish doing this waffle. Is it bad that I'm excited to diamond paint another diamond painting while diamond painting on a painting? If that even makes sense. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Who knows? I don't think it's a bad thing. It's not any reflection against this painting. It's a different type of diamond painting when I'm not chatting while doing it. But yeah, I'm rather excited to diamond paint after diamond painting and doing another section. She says, thank you for being my coach. Oh, you're more than welcome. That's kind of cute that I'm your diamond painting coach. I definitely don't know it all. We all have our specialities or things that we know more about than others. But hopefully I've picked up enough tips and tricks, both from diamond painting myself and ones that have been shared by other subscribers, where I always try and give credit where I can, even if it's just to say it was a subscriber, if I can't remember the exact person. But yeah, hopefully I've picked up enough to be able to give you some hints and tips to help you on your journey. And yeah, I just love doing the videos and keeping you guys company and reading all your comments and waffling away. I think Whip and Waffles, while they are more work, and I say more work, they are and they aren't. They are, you know, they do tend to be my longer videos, so in that case there is more work with the video and the editing and all the rest of it, but they're actually my favourite because I get to read out comments and go on random waffles in relation to comments and stuff that comes up. So I do really enjoy doing them, even if they are more time consuming. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a trashy. I've just spotted one with a bubble and I want to get rid of it before I put it down on the canvas and then go, oh yeah, that had a bubble. Simply Read said, happy Friday, Rebecca. She said, yes, I've caught up with you. Thank you for clarifying the rules of the drawings for the giveaway. Said she listens more than she comments, but she does agree with so many. She loves a June waffle, and that was in capitals. Said, have a great weekend, Geneva. Oh, thank you, Geneva. Sorry if I didn't clarify in relation to the draws early enough. I just wanted people more to make sure that they, you know, didn't enter twice and get disqualified, than actually clarifying that those that do just enter once, as they should, it's not a matter of picking which giveaway you want to enter. You can enter them all, just only ever enter them once, each one once, just to make it a fair draw for everybody, and give everybody a chance to win a prize. Speaking of giveaways, because we have mentioned them twice now, we do have a giveaway again today. The giveaway for today is another Add More Zest giveaway. I only feel it right that we do 2 giveaways when we have so many other amazing companies either allowing us to give away something that's been unboxed previously, or it's something that I've purchased and therefore I haven't asked for permission because I bought it. But, you know, other companies being represented in the giveaways. I think it's only fair that we do 2 from our shop. So today we have a giveaway for a full set of our new purple Add More Zest trays. So this tray, the zesty size tray, and the trashy at the minute is only available in our bundle, our toolkit bundle. We have this colour purple in it, but the big full size Add More Zest tray is not yet available. It will be going on sale in July, but it's not yet out there. But I have one. Because I own Add More Zest. So I am doing a giveaway where somebody will win the full set. So they'll win the big tray, the zesty tray, and a trashy tray in the brand new colour, or our new colour, which is sort of a periwinkle purple. And I thought it was an ideal colour to go with the painting that we have so far. Plus somebody will get hold of the tray, hopefully, dependent on shipping, they should do, a little bit sooner than everybody else. So this is the giveaway for today. So to be in a chance to win this giveaway, you do need to go to our website, which is addmorezest.com. There's a tab across the top that says giveaway. If you're on a mobile, tap on the 3 little lines in the top right hand corner and then scroll down to the giveaway section. When you get to that page, it will ask you for a password. The password is AMZ, which stands for Add More Zest. We're going for the short version for people, all lowercase, because we're not dealing with capitals, especially for people that are on phones or not used to, don't want to mess about with it on their computer. So the password is AMZ. Once you get in there, it will confirm what we're using your information for, which is basically just for this giveaway and nothing else. Once the winner has, 24 hours from the beginning of this video, so when my next video is up, the draw will be closed and Megan does a random number generator. And it tells her which number on the Excel spreadsheet is the winner's details, and then I will email you to let you know. I've got so many texts at the moment that are just somebody's name and email address to say this is the person that's won, which of course to get deleted as well. But yeah, we don't use your data for anything else. You're not signing up to any marketing. All we do ask is that you are subscribed to this channel, that you are a subscriber. It doesn't cost you anything to be a subscriber. It doesn't cost anything to create a YouTube account. So all we ask is that you're subscribed, and the lucky winner will be emailed tomorrow evening, probably. Occasionally it ends up being the next day. It really depends how busy I am to when I send the email, and I will get the complete set out to them as soon as they respond with their mailing address. I do announce all the winners on YouTube once it's been confirmed and posted. So the last draw that was done, it depends if they get back to me. I'm actually filming this the night before. So if they do get back to me within the next few hours, then the announcement of who's won might go up before this video does. But so far, everybody has been getting back to us. I do try and make sure the title of the email says in very bold letters that they're an Add More Zest giveaway and that they're the winner. But yeah, today's is for a set of purple trays. So get your entries in. Say it's free to enter, and good luck to all of you. And I hope whoever wins enjoys them when they get them. Trish says, is it cheating if an artist uses a different size brush to cover their canvas, cover areas in a different way? She said, why is it considered cheating if a diamond painter uses a bigger brush when diamond painting? It's not considered cheating for another diamond painter to use a different size brush. The comments on the waffle on the 16th of June, I thought when I discussed it on there that I had made it clear. It is me who feels like I'm cheating when I use a multi-placer. It is in no way how anybody else works, or calling anybody else out or saying anybody else is cheating at all. It is a me thing, and there are a few other people that feel the same way about themselves, and they have the opinion to feel they have the right to have an opinion about themselves and how it makes them feel. But I do not consider anybody that uses a multi-placer as a cheater. In relation to painting, again, the same thing. If an artist uses different size brushes, perfect. If I do painting in a certain way and then go to use a bigger brush and it makes me feel like I'm cheating, then I have the right to feel that way, and state that I feel that way. It is in no way calling anybody else who does it different. So I'm sorry if it's been taken the wrong way. As I say, I did think I'd made it clear on the last video, but it is in no way cheating if anybody uses a multi-placer. I feel as though I'm cheating when I use a multi-placer, and that is something that I am working through as my own feeling by doing more multi-placing than I have done in the last 5 years. But when my opinion changes, it doesn't mean my opinion on anybody else changes at the same time. And it doesn't mean anybody that feels the same way about themselves would change the way that they feel just because I may change the way that I feel. It's a very, very personal feeling. And it's not wrong to say that I feel like I'm cheating. It would be wrong if I said everybody else was, but I've never said that. So, sorry if there's been any confusion, but that is not in any way my thoughts. Silja says, hi Rebecca and everyone. The topic of tired week came up. Oh, yes. They said this week was hard and had some extra days in it for them. They woke up on Thursday morning to their alarm, snoozed it, and was so happy it was Saturday. Luckily, they woke up again in time to catch the bus and get to work almost on time. Did you just dream that it was a few days later or something? I might have got a little bit confused on where that one, but it sounds like you've dreamed that it was a few days later and then in effect gained those days back. I think that could be rather disappointing though, waking up and realising that it's not actually a day off and you do actually have to go to work. Glad you made it nearly on time though. Mango Salsa says, hi Rebecca and fellow Zesters. They're from Arizona in the US. They said they've really been enjoying their first waffle. They love listening to the waffle on their email assignment days at work. Gotta love those days at work when you can just plod on at your own pace. After diving into my channel, they've now gained a stash of 25 plus paintings. Yeah, I am a bit of an enabler. So are the rest of the group as well though, so do watch out. And they have one whip and one kitted up. They feel that it should keep them busy for a few. In Arizona, they said they can exceed 45 degrees Celsius. So they know what we're going through. That's warm. Thanks for the channel, for your channel, and so they do look forward to my videos daily. The Woolworth discussion has brought back some good memories of her grandmother taking her on the city bus to downtown Phoenix to shop during their summer break from school. This Woolworth story seemed to have brought nothing but happy memories, which is really, really nice. It's nice that just something that just crops up in conversation can prompt happy memories for many, many people. So good. Ina says, thank you for the company. After finishing their painting 5 days ago, it's already been de-kitted and they still had to remove all the stickers. She did take her sticker remover, but unfortunately it made the tops of the bottles dull rather than see-through. So during this waffle they tried something different. They still use the sticker remover, but while the top was still wet, they threw it in a bucket of hot water with a big shot of dish soap. They left their tops in for about 5 to 10 minutes and then dried them afterwards, and they were all fine. Oh, that's good. It's good that they had, you know, that they came back to life. They did say they're glad that it worked for them. Yes, maybe it's just some of the residue in the sticky remover that actually, you know, because quite often they're sort of a little bit oily to get the sticker stuff off. So maybe it's some of that. It's actually like left over from the sticker remover, the oil stuff that's making it a bit funny. But yeah, throwing the tops into some hot water and dish soap seems to have done the job. So if anybody else has the same problems, there you go. Throw it into a bucket of water afterwards and wash up your bottles. To be fair, it does them no harm to have a little wash up every now and then anyway. I keep thinking about doing it with some of my older cases. Some of my bottles that have been going round for a good couple of years being used. I do think that actually giving them a washing up might be nice for them. I wonder if I could just throw them in the cutlery container though and put them in the dishwasher, because I'm lazy. Lady Dax says, thank you for keeping me company after an exhausting day. She said she had opticians this morning, and he has said that she has a cataract, or the start of a cataract in her right eye. She said she is so squeamish for anything to do with eyes. And they went on to do her exercise course. She's now melting while she watches and listens. No wonder you've had a bad day. I think you need to put your feet up. So thank you for being my relaxing end to the day. Well, I'm glad I could help you to calm down, because I agree with you. The whole eyes thing would make me squeamish. That is the whole reason I cannot make contacts work. Just the whole touching the eye, nope. I know you can have, because I've been short-sighted since I was a teenager, I know that there is like a laser eye surgery that you can have that helps to correct that. Nope, I noped right out of that one. Give me glasses, I'll wear them. Janita said she put a draw in earlier in the week and it said try again later. So she says she hopes it was only once. She says, love what you do. The only thing I can suggest, if it says try again later, I did have somebody message me. I'm not sure if it was you, Janita, or somebody else. Somebody did message me that they were getting a sorry, try again later. And I was able to enter the details for them with no problem. All I can think is it's something on your computer that's stopping it. It is a pop-up box when you go to put in your details. It is a box that pops up to say pop in your details. So unless it's some sort of pop-up blocker that may be stopping you, but hopefully it's something that has sorted itself out, because I don't think I've seen any more comments saying it's not working. She also says, Janita also says, she just had a beautiful diamond art arrive today. She said it's inspiration of spring meadows, and it looks like the Rocky Mountains in Alberta. She can't wait to start, but she's still working on the blue ocean. The very blue ocean. She also says that Australia is probably a drier heat and the UK is a damper heat. Yes, probably. Tiffany, she says, hi Rebecca. She says, do you think the glitter purple and glitter blue trays will make a reappearance? Unfortunately, she said she hadn't found my channel or shop when those trays were released. Maybe. We have only done those in a zesty size at the moment, so it may be something we bring back. They can be a little bit harder on our printers, those ones, than ones without lots of sparkly glitter in them. So it's not a no for sure. It just might be something that we need to let the printers recover from a little bit and make sure they're printing everything else a-okay. I tend to try and keep the glitter on one printer so that if we need to change out any parts, we're only changing it on one printer and not on more than one. But yeah, I'll pop it on a list as a want. Whether it will be in both sizes again, I'm not sure, because the list of colours that people want is will keep us going for a few months. But yeah, we do try and repeat some colours every now and then when requested, but we also try and mix it in with colours that are new. So we're keeping it varied for everyone, but then allowing some people to get hold of some as well. Jan says, hi Rebecca. She says, great to listen to you again. She said she lives in the future. She lives in Queensland, Australia. She said, and it's winter here. She said it's been around 22 to 25 degrees Celsius, and the lowest at night has been about 8 degrees. See, I don't get how they can call that winter. I really don't. That is our summer. That is summer. The nighttime temperature might even be spring, but there is in no way that would even be considered winter here at all. Oh. See, your drier heat. I'll take your nicer heat level and your nicer winters and maybe pop that over our side of the world. It'd be really good. She says your diamond painting is looking gorgeous. Thank you, Jan. It's coming along great. It really is. Ravy Heights says, thanks again, Rebecca. They've finally caught up on their June whip. The temperature in Australia, they said, feel cooler as they're a dry heat. So we definitely have a consensus. Australia has the nicer heat, they have the nicer weather, and they live in the future. But they do pinch brand names from other companies. That's what we're establishing so far. She said it's the humidity that is the culprit for distress in warmer temperatures. She said she did cross stitch, but since her stroke she's had to put that aside as she can't concentrate as much as she needs to. She's found that diamond painting is much more suitable, and they do need to keep their hands occupied. I'm the same. That's why I love diamond painting so much. I think I can keep my hands occupied. I don't have to have too much brain power going on, which means I can do it later at night. Whereas with scrapbooking, it was a lot of thinking and stuff. Whereas diamond painting, this is definitely my switch off hobby. Said she's had a couple of her favourite cross-stitch designs made into diamond paintings, and they've turned out beautifully. Well, I'm so happy you found an alternative that you still like to do. The diamonds are a little bit bigger than many crosses on a cross-stitch, so it definitely makes it a bit more manageable, but it's not too different that you don't still get, you know, some sort of enjoyment level out of it like you do with a cross stitch. So I'm really happy that you've found the hobby, or found an alternative hobby that works for you. Alice, she says, okay, she says, interesting fact, after talking about the heat difference, she said, apparently, according to a quick Google search, we've got figures here. Said when it's in the high 20s in the UK, it is equivalent to Sydney or Australia's 35 degrees. She said, apparently, again, a quick Google search, this is because the UK has humid heat rather than dry heat. So there we go. When you Aussies start feeling uncomfortable with the heat, that's what we're suffering at the moment, even though it's below 30. But not by much. That's why us Brits can't cope. She says she's sure that there is a lot more science behind it, but she needed to know. I love it. I love it. If it's not me doing a quick Google search about Woolworths, it's you guys doing a Google search about the heat. Because it has been a topic of conversation, because I don't think we've had a really cool June day yet. I think yesterday when I filmed was the coolest day we'd had. I'm actually filming this at 7:30 at night, and it is cooking in here at the moment. I am cooking while doing this, but I'm cooking when I'm sat in the conservatory too, so I may as well talk to you guys while I'm cooking. But yeah, every time I think, oh, it's a little bit milder, it'll be a little bit easier to deal with, it's just, it keeps changing. We have had some rain. We are due some more rain. I don't think until the weekend, or might be the beginning of next week. But the temperatures don't really look like they're going very far. They fluctuate a little bit, but they're not disappearing. So it makes me wonder whether we're going to have an even hotter August, because really June is only just the start of summer, and we've been having this heat for a few weeks now. So whether August is going to be worse or whether June is going to be our summer, who knows? Somebody may do, but not me. Mrs. Joe Violet, she said, hi everybody. She says she's single places and she loves it. She says she's tried multi-placing, but she is never happy with the result. It's influenced her painting choices. Firstly, she says the picture must obviously speak to her, which is true. You've got to do a diamond painting that you like. She says, but then she does also adore confetti. She likes the Splatterworks paintings, she says, but she personally wouldn't buy one because she detests colour blocking. See, even single placing, I don't mind colour blocking, but it's one of those, I wouldn't want to do it for every painting, that's for sure. She says, you'd think I'd like landscapes because they usually have more confetti. She says, but no, they don't fit her personal style. She says she loves this hobby and the fact that we all love doing it our own way, yet accept our fellow diamond painters no matter what technique they follow. She says, thanks for introducing me to a great community. Well, you're more than welcome. They are such a supportive bunch here. They really are. You know, even diamond paintings that, as you say, may not be their personal interest, or a technique that may not be their personal choice, it doesn't take away from the admiration that's shown for somebody's finished piece of work, or, you know, for the fact that somebody is willing to share a technique, whether they're going to use it or not. It is something that the group is extremely open to, and it's absolutely awesome. And I do love the fact that everybody is willing to, you know, share techniques and whatever else. And if people want to do the same technique, then great. And if they don't, then great. It's all about sharing and then picking and choosing the bits that help you and help you enjoy the way you diamond paint. So Dana Marie says, hi Rebecca, it is their first time participating in the June Waffle. Well, welcome to the very warm June Waffle this year. She says she watches all of my videos and she has been diamond painting since 2019. She said she lost her dad and then now she lost her dad then, so I am sorry about that. She said, and now her mum is going really downhill with dementia and Parkinson's and 2 strokes. Ooh. Dementia is so hard as well. My nan had it. It's not nice. She says not much time for diamond painting as she's taking care of her full time by herself. She says, but once she has retired for the evening, then she does retire also, and watches and listens to you or listens to me, and does her diamond painting. She says, thank you for all that you do and for keeping me company. Well, thank you for taking your little bit of me time to watch my channel. I really do appreciate it, and I'm so happy that I can keep you company while you get a little bit of diamond painting in, even if it's not a lot, because you do have a tough job at the moment. You know, it's hard, it's time consuming, it's heartbreaking at times, but you know, underneath it is appreciated. It's one of those. I'm sure there's more greater understanding than what comes across, or at least that was always, you know, there's got to be a level of understanding. Dementia is so hard, but I think there is some underlying, even if it can't be spoken and can't be put into words, some underlying understanding. But yeah, it's tough. Sarah says she is doing the duck from Splatterworks, love from Oxford. Is that Mr. Quackers or is it Little Quackers? Well, he's not called Little Quackers, is he? But they're cute either way. Both of them are absolutely adorable. Laura says, hi Rebecca. She says she had finished American Roots yesterday, which is one of 2 whips that she's been working on for the June Waffle. This comment was left on the 16th, so whoop whoop, one done halfway through the month. Good going. She said when she started it on June the 1st, she had about a quarter of it completed. She said she enjoyed doing this painting so much, and she was actually sad when it was finished. So she kitted up her kittens and cookies yesterday and finished it today. She says she's over 2/3 done with her butterfly and flowers, which is her first square painting. I thought I dropped a diamond on the canvas then, but maybe not. She said she started diamond painting in March and she is hooked. Tomorrow she says she will pick her next Diamond Art Club round painting that is waiting in her stash of many. It's amazing how quick we can build a stash, isn't it, really? It's that love for shopping that does it. It's the love for shopping for hobby items. It's part of the fun. She says she's wondering about opinions, she says, on full paintings versus partial paintings. She says she loves her tray. She hasn't been using any other as it fits her hand perfectly. So she has ordered more. She said to share with her daughter too, who she got into diamond painting. Always good to have a partner in crime. She said, thanks for all you do, enjoying this month's waffle. Partial diamond paintings, it's one of those. A lot of it is personal preference. It's not something I personally automatically go for, and I couldn't say that there's a reason why I don't. That, you know, maybe it's instilled in my thoughts of me personally cheating, even though it's not. I think there are times when a partial can really work really well, especially if you have a solid background. I think it depends on the item that you diamond paint on. So in some instances, when you have an image, you know, where something's in the forefront and you diamond paint what's in the forefront and you don't diamond paint the background, I think that can work really, really well. I'm sure Jackie would agree. She did some letters for, I think it was her granddaughters. It was family members. She did some letters of their initials that had a black background, and then the letters were really, really nice with florals on them and things like that. I'm sure if they were available to just do the initials and let the background be solid black, then Jackie probably would have agreed to that, the amount of black that she had to do. So I think there are times that it can work really well. I think it just is dependent on the image. More often than not, the only partials that I tend to do are the special diamond paintings, because they are the ones that are available more so than others. Though I do know that Diamond Dots do quite a few. So maybe they have a few more that work better as partials. I've just realised I missed that letter D. I wouldn't mind. I spotted it when I was doing a load of the D's in here and tried to remind myself, but then I was too busy chatting to actually do it. Right, let's get this one. So yeah, I think if you find the right image, a partial can work really, really well. And if you don't like block work or anything like that, then a partial can also work really, really well. If it's got a solid background colour, or even just getting sort of a muted background colour, like a marbly effect background colour, to actually look right, because that can be really hard to do in a diamond painting. Right, that goes back there. I want my letter A. Oh, really, I should have had A first, but I've already got hold of H, so I'm going for that one. Nellie says, hello, Rebecca. She says, Nellie here. She says she had to throw a diamond painting of a dolphin. She said out because the square beads, she says they were so uneven. She said one of your daughters did show tonight one of hers. She says, love your videos. I don't quite know which one that was. Maybe I missed a post on the group. Nellie's also said she's doing her painting and hopes to have it finished by the end of the month of June. And she has another set up. On a roll, Nellie, even if you did have to get rid of one that had bad diamonds. But sometimes you just have to draw a line under something and say, do you know what? I'm done. Helen says, great waffle. Thank you, Helen. Right, I'm going to do this one and fill in the rest of this before I move over to these bits. And I've just filled in a number 1 that I missed on my first go round. I seem to be missing more on this than I do on any others. Maybe it's just because I'm waffling so much. Brianne, she says the boys love when they hear you mention their pens. Their pens are adorable, that's why. She says the colours, she says, were inspired after seeing the release of Zesty Wolf. So yeah, I do have a pen that is Zesty Wolf colours. She says, and they made her one to use during the advent that she did with me. She says now they're wanting to do some more clay projects after seeing you pull the pens out this month. Oh, you got jobs to do now. Get their creativity going and see what colours they can come up with next. Just get them to make you one for each diamond painting you're about to do. Get them to pick out colours that match what you're working on. And you can have coordinating pens all the time. And maybe a little bit of quietness in between. Brianne also says, she says, me again. She said she saw the glue strips on our website. She says, but she thought she'd missed something in a video. Or she thought they were going to be replacements for the glue tape roll. She said now she's sad she didn't add them to her cart. Sorry. If we'd have known sooner that like they weren't going to get here or whether they were going to get here, it was very much up in the air. It would have been included in our sort of discussion about launch video. But we actually didn't know until Friday, the day of launch, and we sneaked them on the website because we'd been asked for them. And the person who'd asked for them knew full well they weren't coming till the following week. We just didn't realise so many other people had seen them. She says, oh, well, it's something to add for next launch. And yes, they are on the website available now and in stock now. So you can always grab them with next month's goodies. She says, you're so good to us. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. It's you guys letting us know what you want to see as well. That helps us, you know, stock items that are useful and that people want going forward. We're always trying to stock things that people want and need, as well as, you know, things that are a little bit different that people might not know that they want or need. It's a fine line doing a mixture of both, but you guys help us with the ideas as much as we put work in the background to get them brought in. So yeah, it's really, really helpful to us as well. But section 14 is done. We definitely have, well, we have most of the ribbon now. If we get in particular, we've got 4 more bits that will give us the last parts of the ribbon. And that is getting quite particular according to that one. So we shall see what section is picked for tomorrow. But I can't believe it's getting so close to the end. Yet we do still have more than a week. So it's not that close. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me for today's waffle. I'm going to go and try and cool down, and I will speak to you all again tomorrow.